Lewis Carroll was on a boat trip when he entertained 10-year-old Alice and her two sisters by telling them a story. Now, Carroll was a scholarly man and a mathematician by profession. It is said that little Alice was so smitten by the stories that she requested Carroll to write stories for her so that she could read it again and again. Now, this very incident led to the creation of Alice in the Wonderland, an all-time favorite classic. This story was originally devised as a whimsical fantasy to entertain a group of 3 children on a boat trip. JRR Tolkien, hailed as the storyteller of the century, the creator of the classics like The Hobbit, The Lord of the Rings, loved engaging with his kids. To entertain his 4 kids, he would narrate whimsical tales, and it was those tales that later shaped up to be great books. The stories that Kenneth Grahame told his son later became the classical fable Wind in the Willow. Grahame first embarked on his novel to entertain his son Alistair. The bedtime stories that Grahame invented for his son eventually evolved into his masterpiece, The Wind in the Willows. It is a novel which recreated the idyllic world that the author himself has glimpsed as a child. Artist Roy Lichtenstein drew a Mickey Mouse for his child, and that set the premises of the pop art movement. It was supposed to be some kind of parody. Roy became a leading figure in the new pop art movement. Inspired by the comic strip, Roy produced precise composition that he documented, often in a tongue-in-cheek manner. One of his earliest pop art painting is Look Mickey. Now this piece comes from a challenge from one of his sons. In the same year, he produced 6 other works with recognizable characters from gum wrappers and cartoon strips. In all these 4 examples, there is one common denominator, and that is interactions with the kids that gave birth to these masterpieces. If you keenly observe children, they ask aplenty questions to their parents. They often formulate questions with why, and each successive answer leads to another why. Now, children have a taste for novelty. Their curious mind is constantly chasing new stimulations. Children keep drifting from one interest to another and remain curious about everything. Engaging with children can lead to new idea creation. It could be the birth of something new and revolutionary.